Hi guys! The tutorial today will be how to create a really cute Christmas ornament. The tools you will need are a cutting utensil, rolling pin, thread, paintbrush, and white paint. The clay colors are white and red. We will start by rolling your red clay into a flat rectangle sheet. I then flatten out the edges so that they are pretty thin, that way I can roll them up easily. This will also help it bake more evenly. I then cut off the excess, so when I roll them up, they will be the same size. I run the razor under the sides so the clay does not tear and comes off the counter easily. Then I just roll up the sides, making sure they are the same size. I cut off the extra pieces of clay to neaten the edges, then flatten them a little bit so they do not unravel. I do want to point out that that little piece of clay sticking out was trimmed off later. This often happens during a project, but it can easily be fixed. Now, using a toothpick, poke holes for your thread to fit through, so that you can tie on your ribbon to hang it up with and your little candy canes that'll hang down. Now, bake according to your package instructions. I'm just showing here how to take the ornament off of your counter so that it doesn't rip or get deformed trying to get it onto your pan. It's very simple. Just slide the razor under each side and trim off any excess that might come out from the bottom. And this is what you should have so far. Now we will make the little candy canes. They are really simple. All you do is roll out a white rope and a red rope. Then you take your red and white rope and put them together to make one long strip. Then, all you have to do is twist it until you get the desired amount of rings for your candy canes. To make sure that it sticks together, roll it out very carefully so that the rope does not unwind. Then cut out the desired length of candy cane you want. Make sure you leave enough room for the little hook you put at the top. To make the candy cane shape, take your little piece of rope and just bend the top enough so that it makes a little hook, kind of like a shepherd's staff. Then make as many as you want and bake. Once you've baked them, it's time to assemble. I used one of my candy canes as a J for Jesus. I painted on the rest of the letters using white paint and a very fine paintbrush. I wrote Jesus is born, but you can write whatever you want. I added a few details, which is optional. You can add more or less, or none. Remember, you're making this ornament, so just have fun. The last step is to tie all the little candy canes onto your sign. And tie a thread through the top 2 holes. You can use ribbon or yarn or anything, just make sure you make the holes big enough. I just used thread for an example. And this is the finished product. I hope you have as much fun as I did creating this beautiful ornament. Merry Christmas!